Hello and welcome to episode 3 of Yarn and Glitter podcast. So for today's episode I thought I'd share with you an idea that I had in my head. So it's something a little bit different for today's podcast. So as I was sitting in the evenings knitting away, I thought I could really do with something next to the sofa that I could just grab all my notions and knitty things. So I was having a look on the internet and I thought a craft trolley would be absolutely perfect for what I needed. So I know you can't see the full top to bottom of it, but I will show through the video what I've got in each compartment. So it's a 3-tier craft trolley. This one I got was from Hobbycraft. I believe I paid around £25. The reason why I love this type was because it's got wheels, as you can see, it's moving around, but these also come with different accessories that you can add on to the sides. So you can add things on that you can hang off. I have got one which I'll show you, which I've used for extra storage, but there's tons of different accessories that you can add on to the craft trolley, which I loved because I love making things my own. I did make one for my daughter as well because she loves drawing, colouring and making things. So she's got her own craft trolley as well. I do know a lady that prints stickers, so I got her to personalise. I put her name on and then just craft trolley, so it was personalised for her. But I just thought I'd show you what I've put in mine. This is absolutely brilliant. So as I said, this lives at the side of my sofa, and while I'm knitting in the evening, it's so quick to just grab something that I need. So yeah, I've got all my go-to things in here that I need. So yeah, I thought I'd show you what I have got in my craft storage. So to organise it, I did buy some clear little sections to go in. Now I got these from B&M. I do know that you can get them from other places, so there's different shapes. So I've got like a tall one there to put my needles in. I've got some little ones in there for my little notions. There's another little small one. So yeah, they're all different sizes, and it's just to have different compartments to put things. So I've got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in here. And as you can see, there's a wasp in here, sorry. Different sections for the top trolley. So the top tier is my grabby bits, which I need on the go. So I thought I'll show you what I've got in each compartment. So at the front here, I have got a few pens, and I have got a notebook here. I love making notes, or if it's a complicated pattern that I need to focus on, I can just make a note of where I'm at. So in this compartment, I've got things like stitch counters. That's a Knit Pro clicky one. This is quite a cool gadget that I got in a magazine from Simply Knitting. So you can pop on there. I've got one for a little lock for your interchangeables to undo and do up. And this actually cuts yarn, so it's quite good because you can't get to the sharp cut thing, but you just put your yarn in between a flower petal and it'll cut it for you. So you can attach that to a project bag and it is safe. You wouldn't be able to cut yourself on it. Knitting needle stoppers. These are mainly from All Wool That Ends. So I got these at the Wool Monty. I've got Handmade with Love. I've got some from Knotted by Niche as well, but they're being used at the minute. I love Labradors. I did get some Labrador knitting needle stoppers. But yeah, all the others are my current whips. I did pick these up as well from the Wool Monty. They're stitch holder cords. So you get 3 in a pack, and again, these are from All Wool That Ends. And what you do is when you're making a project, you just transfer your stitches on to one of these cables, and then you can try it on. So if you're unsure about length and you're not sure if it's long enough, just pop it onto one of these cables. You get 3 different lengths in here, and then you can try it on. So yeah, I love that little gadget, tool maybe. I've got a little pouch for my scissors. Obviously I've got a little one, so it's just so she can't get hold of them. These are quite sharp, so they're in a little pouch. So yeah, these are just go-to little random tools. In the front one, it's just really basic. I've got a little tin that I love. I don't know, if you're going away for the weekend and you want to take your knitting, you could pop things in a tin. This tin's actually from Knotted by Nish. I brought my earrings from her. So Nish has been doing a range of earrings, and the colour in the earrings are made from wool and loads of different colours. So I've got a green pair, green and gold, and then my daughter's got blue and silver, and they come in this lovely tin. So yeah, I kept it because I thought I can definitely reuse that. I know Nish is doing the earrings again. She's sold out at the minute. They flew out, but she is getting more in. So yeah, if you wanted to treat yourself or maybe a knitting friend to some earrings that are made from wool, there you go. My next little tin is my stitch markers. So my best friend has a 3D knitting printer. Well, a husband does, and he made me this. So I'm going away, and obviously I'm going to be taking my knitting with me, and I wanted like a little compartment that I could put my stitch markers in and keep them safe. So we did actually add a keyring on for me, so I can add it to my project bag, which is brilliant. It's got my name on there, and you just slide it open. Oh, they're alive. And there's my little, I love these are stitch markers. Again, they're from All the Wool That Ends. And they're absolutely brilliant, they are. You just, if you need to mark a bit in your knitting, you just pop them on. But they're just brilliant, they don't fall off. And they're just really handy. I would recommend trying these. This is one of the best tools I've probably brought. I got these from the Wool Monty this year, but these are absolutely fantastic. They're just straightforward, circular with a little bead on. They don't catch anything, they're not heavy, they're just really easy to use, and I will be buying some more of these. So yeah, I've just got all my little stitch markers in there, and they're from a summer box that Knotted by Nish did this year. So there we go, cute little flip-flops. I love them. But yeah, I just keep all my stitch markers in there. I've got some more in a tin in there. They're from Stylecraft. So yeah, they're brilliant. I love little compartments, especially when you're out on the go. I've got a little compartment here just for safety pins, like your threading needles and tape measures. I have got another one for my stitch holders there, different sizes. And this little compartment is mainly just for threads, really random. But I have got this that I purchased a few years ago. This is from Rico, and they do this in different colours. And it's basically just a really thin piece of metallic thread that you can add to your yarn, and it just makes it adds a different element to your knitting, really. So you could add it to some yarn, and it just makes it a bit metallic-y thread in there. I wouldn't say it's glittery, it's just more of a metallic sheen. So yeah, I love that. So sometimes I'll add that in. I think I did a hat once, and I added it to the hat just to add a different bit of element to it. And then this compartment here, I just store my interchangeable needles in, and some cable needles. They're paired up. And then this section here is for my straight needles. So that's your larger compartment. I've got some crochet hooks there. I don't crochet, but if I drop a stitch, I'll use a crochet hook to pick it back up. I've got this beautiful needle gauge here. So this one's from Liking. It's wooden, and it's just beautiful. That's the back of it. You can see more of the wood. But yeah, I absolutely love that, and that's a brilliant tool. I do use it a lot, especially for my interchangeable needles if they've not got the size on them. And then I've got all my needles here loose at the back. There we go, I'll move it back so you can see it. So they're all my different compartments, what I keep things in. Everyone is different, so if you made your own, you'll probably order them differently and have different things in. I have got a little pencil case for just some wooden circulars just to keep them together. And then I have got this gadget here, which I absolutely love. So if you're knitting in the evening, which most knitters do, sometimes you just like to have a lamp on, or you don't want to be having the big light on, it's too bright at night. And to save on electricity is this. So you pop it around your neck, and then obviously as you're knitting here, you've got your lights. It actually needs charging at the minute, so I can't turn it on. But these lights are quite powerful. You have 3 different settings on them for brightness, and they just shine down on your knitting. So you don't need the big light on, you don't need any lights on. You can have your lamp on in the corner and then use this, so you can really see stitch definition and what you're doing. Especially if you're knitting with black wool, these are a lifesaver. So yeah, I love this gadget. This one was off Amazon. They're really easy to get hold of. If you just Google neck lights for knitting, they'll definitely come up. But yeah, this one was off Amazon. I know lots of places sell them, but really rate this tool. It's brilliant. And I don't know about you, but if I'm knitting in the dark and I can't really see what I'm doing, I end up with tired eyes, bit of a tension headache. But yeah, this takes all that away and you can see really clearly what you're actually knitting. So yeah, recommend getting one of these if you haven't got one. The arms on them really twisty-turny, so literally you can just, for storage, you can pull it down like that, and then I just keep it at the side. But yeah, really recommend getting one of them if you haven't already. At the back, I've got my needle compartments. So this is the Knit Pro Symphony Wood. The needles come in this case, but I just use it now. So if I'm going away and I want to take my knitting with me, you can pop your straight needles in here. So yeah, and this was the case for the Symphony Wood range, which is these needles here. This was my first knitting needle treat, and I really rate these needles. Because they're made from Symphony Wood, the needles are so smooth, I can't explain how they feel. They're beautiful. But when you're knitting, your stitches just glide off them, and you probably find that you actually knit faster with them because the stitches just really glide how smooth they are. So yeah, I absolutely love them. They were my first love when it comes to needle treats. And this little beauty, my mum treated me to this for my birthday last year, and it's a Liking interchangeable knitting kit. So yeah, I am using a set at the minute. But yeah, how beautiful are they? They're like, so the case is like denim blue, and then the needles are just a really beautiful shade of blue. I don't know if you can see. So again, these are wooden and they're so smooth, and your stitches just glide off. They're such a treat. I really recommend investing in a really good wooden needle. either interchangeable or straights, because you will find you'll just love using them. I love mine, and the best thing what I liked about this kit is you get a really good storage pouch here, which I store all my cables in and all the little tools that come with it. So yeah, I really rate this set because it's not too big either. The needles actually velcro off. There we go. And you can I don't know, you can use it as a stand or extra storage. You've got another storage pouch here. So yeah, I love the Likey range of needles. They are a bit more expensive than what you'd normally go to, but if you want to treat yourself and have something really good quality, these have got quality written all over them. They're brilliant. I love them. So yeah, that's my top tier of my go-to knitty bits. Yeah, so really handy to have. As I said, on the evening, you're always normally on the sofa, aren't you? Just chilling, watching telly. And it's just nice to have something quick to pick what you need, rather than getting up, going to find what you need. And yeah. So on the second tier, if I just put it back, for me, I've just got a few selection of my books here. It's only ones that really fit in here. I have got some knitting books that are quite big and they don't fit in. So it's just a small selection of books. Sometimes, I don't know, on a Sunday afternoon with a cup of tea, it's nice to just have a flick through and find a bit of inspiration for the next season. So yeah, I try and keep a few books in here. This mini skein holder, this one's from Knotted by Nish. This is for mini skeins and I just love it. I love the colours on it. It's like teal, pink and purple. Love the design and it's just beautiful. My daughter keeps stealing it to keep all the sequins in, so it keeps going between us. But yeah, I absolutely love this. I don't really like to have, while I'm knitting, the ball of wool next to me, because it's just moving around and then you end up sitting on it, or I don't really like to pull it on the floor. So yeah, I always like to store my wool in something while I'm knitting. So I absolutely love these. These are really popular at the minute. So yeah, my friend as well who made me the Notion storage, they've got a 3D printer as well, and before she relocated here, she had an Etsy shop and it did absolutely brilliant. She did loads of personalised items and she was really busy on there. And I know that she'll be opening it back up sometime soon. So when she does, I know that she'll be offering little accessories and things. So I'll give that a share. Really excited for her. So at the front of here, I have lots of different bags. So this bag I store all my ribbons, because if I make a knitted item for someone else, I love to just wrap it in a bit of ribbon and make it look pretty. You can't beat a tin. My mum brought me some tea bags. I know this one was shortbread biscuits. So yeah, I love a tin. They remind me, like, you know, in the 90s when like a grandparent or your parent had a tin, like a Christmas chocolate, like Quality Street tin, and they'd store buttons in there or little craft things. And growing up as a kid, I was always mesmerised by the tin of chocolates that didn't have chocolates in. So yeah, I now sort of not collect my own, but yeah, I've got this one. You can't beat a tin. That's quite old fashioned now, I think, isn't it? You don't really see tins about now. And then I've just got loads of little storage bags. Again, if I'm taking my knitting away with me somewhere. Yeah, I love collecting little bags. I don't know why, I love little cute colourful ones. And then yeah, they're my books. So yeah, this is just really a go-to for if I want to find some inspiration or I actually need some storage. I'll just put those over there. So I'll just move the camera so you can see. There we go. So the bottom tier actually has an add-on. So as I said, Hobbycraft do accessories for these trolleys where you can add things on the side, as you can see here. So what I've done here is I have a folder for my knitting patterns, Emma's knitting patterns. My mum brought me this again for my birthday, but it's brilliant. You can just store inside all your printed and bought single patterns. And then here is just another Likey set. That's another treat that my mum got me one year for my birthday. I have kept them in this case just to keep them safe. They're just beautiful. That's more of a natural wood set. You get a really good size range with these as well. But yeah, I just absolutely love it. So they are still stored. I haven't took them out yet and put them in the upper compartment, but they're kept safe in there. And I love that case. It's like a leather, I don't know if you can see in the light. It's just beautiful. So yeah, just definitely treat yourself for something good quality, because it will last forever as long as you don't sit on them and snap them. But yeah, they're an investment. That's what you can tell your partners, or if you have to justify your knitting purchases to, it's an investment. And then, as you can see, the bottom tier down here, I just store bits of wool, bits of oddments from leftover projects. Oh, that's actually this top that I'm wearing, some leftover. I'll probably make a hair scrunchie with that. But yeah, it's just all loose odd bits of wool left over from projects. Sometimes if I'm sitting there on an evening, I just want something really quick to play around with, I'll grab one of the little oddments, make a scrunchie for my hair, because I love a hair scrunchie and I'm obsessed with knitting them at the minute. So yeah, but yeah, as you can see, that is my go-to craft trolley that is placed next to my sofa in the lounge, my favourite place where I knit every night. And yeah, it's just so quick and easy to have, to just get things really quickly, as I said earlier. Absolutely love this. I would really recommend to everybody in getting one, because it's really lazy, isn't it? But just when you're really comfy under your blankets knitting away, the thought of getting up, is it a British thing? I don't know, it is lazy, isn't it? But yeah, just having it next to me. And it does look quite pretty, doesn't it? I mean, they do come in different colours, these trolleys, but I just got cream to go with the colour theme in my lounge, and it matches my sofa, so it does sort of disguise in a little bit, just so my partner can't moan if I went with a really gory, bright colour. But yeah, I really rate these, and as you can see, it's on trolleys, really easy to move around. I do pull it out now and then and give it a tidy, but yeah, absolutely love this. It was just an idea that I had in my head, and it didn't actually cost that much to make either. So I think I actually got the trolley for £20 because I had a discount code. And all these little compartments that I brought from B&M, they were like, I think they were like 99p each, or like the really small ones here were like, say, 60p. And then like 99p for the medium, and maybe like £1.20 for the larger ones. But it just keeps them nice separate for the different things that you're gonna put in there. So yeah, I don't know, I probably spent £30 maximum, if that, on this trolley. and you already have all your accessories and things anyway, so you're just gonna put them in there to organise. So yeah, there we go, there's my little go-to craft trolley. And then I'll show you, just if I can put that, balance that back on there. Put these back. I've just got a few bags that I use for storage. I'm just gonna hire this up if I can a little bit. Sorry, I'm faffing about now, aren't I? I just wanted to share this with you. So my mum crochets as well as knitting, and she's brilliant. And she made me this as a gift. So it's a little project bag. It's like a woven tote bag. And then what she's done, she's used hand-dyed yarn from a little scrappy bits that she's got left over, and she's crocheted this square and then sewn it onto the bag. So it's a brilliant project bag. So I don't know, if you're going out and you want to take your knitting with you, you can put your project in there. It's quite a big, you can fit quite a lot. Like if you're doing a jumper, you can fit your jumper in there. My mum hand knits by Sue on Instagram. She is going to be making some more and selling them. So yeah, I just thought I'd share. This one was gifted to me by my mum. But yeah, I have already started to use it. I need to take the little label off. But yeah, absolutely love this. And I love that she's used leftovers of a hand-dyed yarn, so it's not wasted. So yeah, absolutely love that idea. I have shared this one with you before. Ethel and Joan. Love this. So if you've got a smaller project that you're making and working on, this is fantastic. Again, to go out and about. So you've got your drawstring to tighten it, you've got your handle, you've also got this ring. So what I'm going to do is when I go away on holiday, I'm going to attach this little notions compartment to it. And there's lots of extra compartments inside for storage. I would love to buy an even bigger one of this for my winter projects, for like jumpers and things. So I will keep an eye out, but absolutely rate these. They're hand painted. Each one is completely different. There isn't two the same, but yeah, really rate these. And then this is just a really random purchase. I was flicking through Vinted, and I have got an obsession at the minute with bags to use for storage, for like your projects, just a storage bag. So I bought these off Vinted. They are called Indian quilted bags, tote bags, but I don't want just a boring bag. I want something really colourful and funky. So yeah, I love the colour of this, the bright orange. It has needles, and they're really big inside, and you've got storage in there. So yeah, this one was off you can't buy these off Etsy. I have seen them on Etsy, but they are half the price on Vinted, and they're brand new. Comes with a label there, but yeah, they are brand new. And then I did get a larger one. This is just me, these colours, so the pinks and oranges. But yeah, the size of this is brilliant. So this one's got a zipped one there, whereas the other one's just open. And yeah, it is big. You can definitely get a blanket or jumper in there. You've got your compartment. So yeah, I love these fine. They do really bright colours, but I don't know, I always go for pinks and oranges, and yeah, but there we go. So there's my little storage things that I personally use. You can't beat a pouch. Love a little pouch to put things in. But yeah, that is my idea, what I had on quick and easy storage for crafting at home. I hope you enjoyed it. It is only, I don't know, I think today's going to be about 30 minutes. It's just a quick podcast today. I I've done loads of knitting lately. I've managed to finish a bag, so I've knitted a project bag as well. It was a really easy design. I didn't want anything too complicated because it's literally just to store projects on the go in. That needs sewing up, so I'll share that one on my next episode. I'll show you it quickly actually, I have got it here, seeing as I've done a storage theme today. So I had a ball left over in the ombre, Mandala Ombre by Lion brand. So as I said, it needs sewing, so the bottom needs sewing. It was knitted in the round, and then you just cast off here and you cast back on to make your handle. But yeah, I just wanted to use the ball of wool up, and then when I found this pattern for a bag, I thought, yay, it could be a project bag. Again, the colours are just me, aren't they? Pink and orange, it's a bit of a fade. But that was one ball. And again, for this one, it's the Lion brand Mandala Ombre. And I have actually got some wool left over, so I'll probably make a scrunchie with. But yeah, I absolutely loved making that. I think it took me about 3 evenings to make. It is ruching up a bit there, but it just needs sewing. But yeah, really enjoyed that one, and that will just be another project bag, because what knitter has just one project on the go? You've always got a few projects on the go, so you need a few project bags is my excuse. But yeah, I've been making blouse number 1, so I've just got the sleeves to do on that one. Absolutely loved making that. I can't wait to share it with you. What else have I been doing? I have been working on a summer shawl where I've been doing a fade, and I have videoed a tutorial on making a fade. So yeah, that will be finished soon. I've just got a few more colours to get through, so I'll share that when that's finished. And that's about it. Yeah, I've not actually done any more on my mini skein blanket, so I'll get some more done on that and share it with you. But yeah, there we go. Thank you for watching. I am on Instagram where I share all of my woolly makes, and it's yarn and glitter. So I'd love it if you give me a follow. And if you love all things knitting, yarns, I do show my mum's crochet. I'd love you forever if you subscribed, or give me a like if you enjoyed the video. I love interacting with comments. I get so many comments and I love them. I really appreciate you taking the time to leave a comment. So yeah, thank you. But yeah, thank you for watching. Enjoy your day, whatever you're doing, and I'll see you soon, probably with the next one for a tutorial on doing a fade. So yeah, thank you, bye.